Hello, everyone, and Madayaw. And later tonight until tomorrow is Shabbat. So I thought I'd do a little something, but I'm going to backtrack into Genesis 2. Why? Because I've seen so many videos and there's a lot of misconceptions, mistranslations. So I'm going to, just tell you guys what I've discovered, and maybe it'll change how you read the Bible. So we're back in chapter 2, and I'm doing this because it will change how you view things, all right? And there was a river that went out to Eden to water the garden, and from this it was parted into four heads. So take note, there's a river, and then it chops into four. The first was the Pishon, which encompasses the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold. So we still don't know where Havilah is. And the gold of that land is good, and there is bdellium, which is onyx. And the second river is the Gihon. The Gihon is not the same as the Gihon spring because it really says river here, not spring. And it's supposed to encompass the land of Ethiopia. Back then, Ethiopia was the whole of Africa, or like most chunk of it, like from end to end. So it's not just the little country of Ethiopia. It's actually a big chunk of Africa. Now, the name of the third river is the Hiddekels, which a lot of people translate to the Tigris. That is, which goeth from the east of Assyria. So the places were already named here. Remember, Moses was writing this, so he calls the place names what the place names of his times were. So Assyria by this time, of course, was not yet there, but since Moses is writing this, yeah. And the fourth river is not Euphrates, by the way. The fourth river is the Parat River. So a lot of people are saying, no, Eden is somewhere in Mesopotamia because it says here the Tigris and Euphrates. A lot of Bibles, so this is one of those very old Bibles, so it has some mistranslation and some not. So Hiddekel and Parat, not Tigris and Euphrates. The next to come is where God makes Eve. So there was not a helpmeet. Some Bibles will translate this helper suitable. Helpmeet here is supposed to be a different word. Okay, so it's supposed to be etzer kenegdo, which is it does not mean secondary. It means someone who supports you when you cannot. So God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep, and he took one of his, not ribs, this is mistranslation, it's not ribs, took his side, his whole side. In other words, he broke Adam in half. See, rib of my rib, bone of my bone. So the woman is his other half. You know when somebody gets married and then they ask, hey, where's your other half? Because that's really was God did not just take a rib, it's the whole half. Okay, so Adam was chopped in half, and yeah, there. So yes, Adam was first. Yes, Eve was taken from him, but not from his rib, from his other side. Okay, so the term sella does not mean rib. I don't know why somebody wrote rib here, King James. Why? It's not rib, it's side, like in a door that has two sides, one side and the other side, that's sella. Okay, all right, so let's go to chapter 3. This is another mistranslated word. A lot of people are like saying, oh, Adam can understand animals. No, they had their own language. Now there was a sarpa in the garden. Okay, a sarpa meaning a seraphim. And yes, it'll be, this one's more, I don't know, I feel like it's more acceptable that there's like angels roaming around the garden, and Adam's like, hi, there you are, talk to you, because they were all around. God made this new world, He made this new creature, and I suppose angels would be flying around, helping around the garden, and also, watching over Adam and Eve. Now there was this random seraphim in the garden who was more subtle than the other beasts of the field. Okay? So, and the woman said unto the seraphim, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which in the midst of the garden God has said, Ye shall not eat, neither ye has touched, lest ye die. And the seraphim said unto the woman, Ye shall not die. All right, so here's the thing about seraphic imagery. Okay, so if you see a lot of especially in like Mesopotamian, Arabian, Philistine, that area, any hybrid creature that you see, especially ones with serpent hybrid, you have to understand that they actually look like angels. Okay, so this hybrid creature of they don't look human. Their human form will come later when God tells them to. But at the moment, a seraphic form will have a mix. I think Ezekiel will have that. I'm not yet in Ezekiel, so I will tell you guys what they will look like later, or you guys can Google what they look like, because it's gonna blow your mind. So a lot of them will be a mix, like they'd have 3 heads or 4 heads, a serpent, an eagle, a bull, and a human head. They'd have 6 wings. So, they're an amalgamation of creatures. There's also the cherubim, which is kind of the same. They're like amalgamated of different types of beings, all in one. And, well, why didn't Eve scream for her life? Because it was not a serpent. It was a seraphim. They were used to seeing them all around. Okay, so Adam and Eve used to seeing them, used to talking to them. So when they were talking, there, see? And ye shall be as gods. I wonder who said this, and you will encounter this. Ye shall be as gods. That's actually Nephilim, fallen angel, Nephilim mythology and thinking. Ye shall be as gods. They wanted to be gods. So Dagon, so all of those became the small g gods of the area. Okay, so alrighty. A lot of things will happen here, but I don't think I can cover them in 10 minutes. So my next video, I will be continuing with Genesis, because I really want to finish Genesis so we can go to Exodus for the Passover. Okay, so for that, we will be continuing chapter 8, which will be interesting. All right, so thanks everybody, and Shabbat Shalom.